PW Live right now.
Big Daddy.
Good morning, everybody. It's PW Live, and we're live for 30 minutes or so. So everybody on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you're watching, I want you to jump in the comments this morning, and I want you to hit share today. I want you to hit share on Facebook. All of you that are watching this morning for 30 minutes or so, good morning. Good morning. I'm gonna jump in today. Hey, everybody throw this in the comments. Be strong in the Lord, right? We're going to talk about what that means today. I kind of had a sort of evolution of self last night, to be honest. I'm in the middle of class. David encouraged himself in the Lord. You know, y'all have messed up by letting me get this little machine. See, all of you on Instagram, come on, throw it in there. Be strong in the Lord. I had a little moment of self-evolution yesterday where I realized something about myself, right? I realized something about myself. And again, this is 30 minutes or so. So this isn't a prayer line. This is not church. This is really a morning type of devotional, right? Just to get you ready for the day, okay? And Father, this morning, on this Wednesday morning in the middle of the week, I pray today that you release grace for the day. Whatever assignment, whatever attack, whatever challenge, whatever obstacle, I thank you this morning at the beginning of the day that we're graced for it. Grace makes struggle very easy. Grace makes frustration seem very easy. And so, Father, it's not that things don't get to us, but Father, I pray that you give us that grace, give us that peace that holds us together, even in moments when it seems like everything's falling apart. And we'll be careful to give your name the praise, the honor, and the glory. It's in Jesus' name. Amen. And thank God. Okay, everybody watching, I want you to hit share. Be strong in the Lord. What is that? What does that mean? Be strong in the Lord. Man, the more you learn, the more you unlearn, the more you relearn. And yesterday I was in class, man, and I realized something, and I posted something on social media last night, and people been hitting me like, "Man, you crazy! Don't tell me you've been saying that." No, I'm serious. I realized last night that I don't like public speaking. I'm serious. Donnell Mosley, I got your text this morning, man. Mosley texted me this morning and sent me a screen recording of FTO. Did you watch FTO the other night? Have you been watching it? Have you been enjoying our lives 30 minutes or so every Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Again, we'll be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 30 minutes or so, just getting your mind framed for the day. But then every Wednesday, I hope this don't call Instagram out. Okay. Instagram, my bad. Let me know that you all can hear me. Okay. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody just that's watching right now, throw it in the comments, 30 minutes or so. All right. So what are we doing 30 minutes or so? This gets our mind right, man, for the day, for the journey, for the space you're in. I'm telling you right now, this live is gonna probably be in English most of the time. Y'all be looking for people with speaking tongues and all that stuff. And I'm not knocking that. That's just not what I be doing. Some mornings I do it, but the Lord talked to me in English. And so I want you to learn to hear God in the spirit in English. You know, I believe you can hear God and laugh at the same time. Y'all call me crazy. God is not as mean as y'all painted him out to be, and he's not as spooky as y'all acted like he is. A lot of people don't understand. A lot of what we learned in church, learned behavior, is cover up for authentic transformation, right? So like when you really ain't experienced God, you kind of just rest on church, right? When you don't know much about God, you kind of just go with the version church gave you. So a lot of people, that's why they believe you got to be spooky to be spiritual. That's just not true. He uses the simple things to confine the wise. Okay, so this live is designed to help all of my deep people come up for air. Come up for air. Pastor Welton, how you be getting that deep revelation, man? You don't be because I don't have to be stupid to be spiritual. You understand? So I want to teach you that you can live, laugh, love a lot and still belong to God. As a matter of fact, I'm convinced that your humanity actually introduces you to the truth of your divinity. To be honest, I think that the more I think a lot of stuff we learn in church is a cover up for what we haven't experienced for ourselves. So my desire in these 30 minutes or so is just to get your faith up, get your hope up. Stop thinking every morning you got to wake up defeated and depressed so you can feel holy. Smile. I can smile. I can be saved and sanctified and smile sometimes. So I want to know, are you enjoying 30 minutes or so every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? And then, of course, on Monday evenings at 7:30 will be what is that? FTO, for Thinkers Only, right? And we kind of think some things out in that live on Monday. And in case you didn't know, okay, everybody throw this in the comments. Digital world, okay, digital world. Pastor, why does that matter? And again, let me go through some of these people speaking to me. All right, I want to speak to y'all. I didn't realize until yesterday I had more in common with Moses than I thought. All right, let's put some handles on this scriptures. Matthew 10. Throw up Matthew 10. That's where we were on Monday night. And we're talking about team spirit. All right, team spirit. Digital world. Come on, digital world. In this digital world, I don't take these lives for granted. I actually have been having a challenge within myself. I'm gonna be honest with you, because when you go on the StreamYard stuff, they kind of don't let many people, see you like they should. So I got to be consistent. I got to stick with it. And then I actually uncovered yesterday the real issue sometimes I might have that contributes to the consistency. One thing I've learned is I don't like public speaking myself. I'm in class, and man, the hardest thing for me to do. Hey, here's the question. I want you to throw this in the comments. What's a fun fact about you that no one would believe, but you notice about yourself? Throw it in the comments. What's a fun fact? And this is what I mean. What's that song that show? Half sister, or half and half. Through this journey of discovery. That's what life is. It's a journey of discovery. And as you discover life, God, self, the more you discover about them all, the more there is to uncover. So I want to know, like, what's something that you've learned that you don't like to do? Like, it took me 39 years to realize I don't like to eat after church on Sunday. It was just a church routine that I learned. I really did. And I just learned it in like the last 8 months. Okay. And really, this is a good term to hold on to. Unlock yourself. Somebody said, I'm watching half and half. Oh, this journey of discovery. You unlock yourself by learning yourself. And then after you learn yourself, you respect the things about yourself you didn't learn. Pastor Welton, are you saying there are things about myself I don't know? Yes. You are still evolving. You are still becoming. Okay? So be patient with your process. Remember, Jesus died at 33 years old. Don't forget, the moment he said yes to his purpose in the Garden of Gethsemane, the crucifixion took place. So what took it 33 years for Jesus to be crucified? Did it take 33 years because Jesus was waiting on God to be ready? Or did the life of Jesus take 33 years for the crucifixion to take place? Not because Jesus was waiting for God, but what if, though Jesus was born 100% God and 100% man, what if God was born fully God but fully man? The conflict that presents is he's born fully God, but he has to grow into himself as a man. His humanity still has to process to meet his divinity. There's some of you right now that are in the middle of what you think is a midlife crisis, managing the middle, right? Where now your humanity, your maturity, your discipline, your character, your focus, right? Your humanity, there's some of you right now that are going through a shift within yourself and you don't know how to identify it. It's just like what Jesus went through. It's like, okay, did crucifixion take 33 years because Jesus was waiting for God to be ready? Or did crucifixion take 33 years because God is so patient with us? Oh, I need you to throw this in the comments on a Wednesday morning. I need you to declare this: God is patient with me. Come on. Come on. Throw that in there. Come on. McCall, come on. God is. Did you hit share this morning? I hope I'm not about to go to this live after I'm done pouring all this Wednesday and then see it's 13 share. Man, what is you sitting there looking and lurking for? If you're a part of it, you should be proud to push it. Jesus said, if you deny me before men, I'll deny you before my Father. See, that's a part of your problem. You're listening because it's contributing to the way you're living, but you won't even share. Uh-oh. Somebody might not like that. I don't know. Come on, throw that in there. God is patient with me. Hold on. Did it take 33 years because Jesus was waiting on God to say it's time? No. Jesus' crucifixion took 33 years not because Jesus was waiting for God, but because God was patient enough to even wait for Jesus. What? Wait for him to do what? To grow into himself. Oh, somebody throw this in the comments, managing the middle. See, that's where some of you are. It didn't take 33 years because Jesus was waiting on God to say, now it's time. No. It took 33 years for Jesus to say to God. Jesus wasn't waiting on God to say it's your time. God was waiting on Jesus to say, yes, Lord. And maybe the same thing it took for Jesus is the same thing it's going to take for you. Throw it in the comments. Yes, Lord. Hey, let me be honest. It took a long time to get here, but I've finally grown to a place in my humanity where it is now yielded to my divinity. Watch this, that the motto of my life's mission is, yes, Lord. Some of you are frustrated, you are aggravated. And this week I want to teach you about this managing the middle, because a lot of us, we don't realize that we measure. My God, it's early in the morning and I'm trying to hold this together. This is a devotional live. Good God Almighty. Come on, throw that in there. Yes, Lord. Yes to what? What are you saying yes to? To your will and to your way. I'll say yes, Lord, yes, my God. I will trust you and obey when your spirit speaks to me. With my whole heart, my God, I promise I gave him my heart and I ain't took it back yet. It don't make no sense to a lot of people sometimes, but when his spirit speaks to me, with my whole heart, I agree. My God, I'm sorry. How you gonna agree with your whole heart? Because I know when it's him. Oh, I pray God strengthens your senses. I want you to strengthen your senses. Man, I didn't mean to do that. I saw them yes lords in the comments mess me up this morning. With my whole heart. So, I'm sorry. My God. With my whole heart, I'll agree. People don't understand, They don't understand. I trust that man, if I don't know nothing else, I know I done heard the word of the Lord. And my prayer for you, and my prayer for the people that are assigned to me, is that you don't always live your life hoping I'm right. My prayer for you is that you rise to the occasion in your own relationship with God, where you don't have to always trust what everybody else said about him. My prayer is that you learn to hear him for yourself, so that when you know it's him, your heart will be settled, even when others don't understand. I'm sorry. My God. I know that I heard him. And I pray today that you get the peace that comes with knowing you done heard from God. It's a whole nother peace that comes knowing you in the will of the Lord. It doesn't matter who doesn't like you. It doesn't matter who talk about you. It don't matter what they put your name in. If God be for me, huh? See, managing this middle can get frustrating. And what's frustrating is not the people, because you don't take the process personally. What's frustrating about the process is the process. You can't make the process about people, because then you'll come out hating people and then you won't be useful for ministry. What's frustrating about the process is the process. My bad. My God. And my prayer for you is that you hear him and that you believe you heard him. See, your problem. See, you need two levels of faith: faith to hear and faith to obey. You're struggling with both of them. Noah had to hear God to say a flood is coming. But then it's one thing to hear him. He had to have the courage to obey what he heard without a rainstorm reference. Talk to me. Peace also comes when God finds you worthy to talk to. You know what's crazy, Kenyatta? I don't care how unworthy you are. God desires to talk to you. Come on here. God desires to talk to you. Yeah. So with that, the peace that comes with knowing you heard from God. See, when it comes to this managing the middle, again, the Lord spoke to me and said, a lot of people, we measure our lives by hundreds. We want 100%. We want $100 bill. We want 100. So because we measure in hundreds, we're automatically taught that the middle is 50. So a lot of people don't realize that they're going through what we've called a midlife crisis. You just don't identify as that because right now you're 36. You're 37. You thought you was gonna hit that midlife crisis when you get 50, because after all, 50 is the middle. The middle of what? I am 78 right now. I'm 39, by the way. I'm in full party planning mode. This is my 40th year. You do understand that we're gonna have a 40th birthday party. It's gonna be amazing, and I want you to come. Okay, so wait a minute. No, seriously. Okay, let me make sure I'm where I need to be. No, seriously. So managing the middle. You think the midlife crisis happens at 50. Well, many of you are trying to figure out this conflict you're experiencing, and you're like 33. Who else was 33? You're like 35. You're 30. And so you're at a place where you're just unsettled with everything. Something wrong with it. This wrong, and that's wrong, and it's you, and it's the devil, and it's your mama. So what many don't realize is you're actually in the middle of your lives. Some would call it a crisis. I call it a conflict. Why? I believe that what makes the middle a conflict is it takes until you get to the middle of your life to realize this might not be my life. You done did everything they told you to do. You did it the way they told you to do it. And you done followed everybody's rules your entire life. And they told you if you did this, you was gonna get happy. Now, if you do this, this is it. And then you've done everything everybody told you to do, but God. You listen to everybody else and never put in the groundwork to hear from God for yourself. Everybody throw this in the comments. Shame on me. I know you don't like this kind of talking. Because it's easier to blame the devil. I know it's cancel culture. It's your baby daddy, even though you lay there. It's your baby mama, even though you kind of signed up. Come on, come on, come on. Shame on me. Why? You know why you're frustrated? Because you've gone as far as your life will go, living off of what everybody else is hearing and saying. You have done everything they told you to do. You have listened to everybody you made a God out of. You have been used by everyone but the one that made you. And that emptiness is what's creating a conflict that you're identifying as a crisis. Who am I? That journey of discovery, those big little questions, those big questions with only short words. I've come to find out that life's biggest questions don't take many words. Questions like, who am I? Questions like, where am I? You see, you want to be a boss? Answer that question. See, I keep telling y'all, tough is a cover-up. Anger is a cover-up. Watch this. Comedy is a cover-up. All of those are behaviors that put layers on. And you know what, TJ? I honor everybody that put shame on me. Why? Because you're finally taking ownership for yourself. And until you take ownership for yourself, you will always be stuck in this middle, trying to make a life out of a conflict. Come on, Eric. That's my brother, boy. I saw something the other day on the internet say, the church messed up my relationship with God because of this, because of ignorance of black church. And I know that wasn't what they were saying in totality. But let's be clear. Nobody has the authority to mess up your relationship with God. It is in him that I live, move, and have my being. Look at that. Nigga said, I followed their formula and I had no one to blame but myself. When I found myself in the middle of nowhere without a clue on who I was, then I figured out I'm a surrender to you. Do you know how many times you surrender to the people of God and you still ain't surrendered to God himself? You do everything church tell you do. Come on. You have to take authority over your existence by identifying those big little questions. Who am I? Watch this. Okay, I'm going to throw you some big little questions in the comments, and I want you to sit with them today, because this journey of self-discovery, you will not be free blaming other people for stuff you volunteered for. So big little questions. I want you to write them down, and then throughout the day, I want you to, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break out like that. I just saw too many yes lords. I'm sorry. I saw too many yes lords, and that thing messed me up. The reason I do what we do is to shift people's perspective. I'm gonna give you a few big little questions I want you to stick with today, and I want you to answer them. Number one is, who am I? Okay, they're big little questions, right? And if you don't answer these questions, it's gonna be hard to manage that conflict. Who am I? Okay, not who am I with, not who are we? Because some of you are so addicted to other people. That's why in this middle you are miserable. You're miserable because it's been the first time in a long time you have spent any time with yourself. And you've been so busy dating from this one to that one, hoping this one keep you and that one keep you and this one rescue me and that one rescue me. Now you done got rid of everybody. Finally, you stuck with yourself. Ain't nobody taking you to the movies right now. Now you got to pick your own. What do you want to go see? What type of movies do? Who am I? Everybody throw this in the comments. What do I like? Come on. Who am I? Johnny, who am I? Now, I don't want you to think that when you left me, life did too. No, who am I as who God's called me to be? Who am I? What do I like to do? Come on, what do I like? You don't even know. You done lived your whole life making sure you were what somebody else liked. You never even honored yourself enough to know, I deserve to like something. do I like? Big little questions. Who am I? What do I like? I want y'all to throw this in the comments. You want me to tell you this question is why a lot of people conflicted in the middle and stuff. Because what makes the middle a crisis is your unwillingness to accept its reality. So accepting reality is such an important part of you moving forward in a healthy way, because until you own what you did, what do I like? Okay, come on. Okay, what do I like? You ready for this? This gonna mess you up. 2 words, and I want everybody to throw it in the comments. And they're not gonna like this because I know it's easier to post about people. Again, this is blame culture, right? And you get attention from acting like a victim. The thing about it is when you act like a victim, your life does too. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Okay. So here's the two words. I want you right there. Big little questions. What happened? What happened? Well, they did this to me. No. How no? How no? Oh, no. What happened? I was hurt. No, you disappointed. You weren't hurt by what happened. You were disappointed that what happened didn't change nothing. What happened? Uh-oh. What happened? Okay, watch this. Here's another one. Why am I here? Why am I so angry? Why are you so mad? These are all questions we're quick to run away from. I'm hurt. No. That's weak. No. Don't just tell me you hurt. I need you to tell me what's hurting. Why am I here? Johnny, what have I done to contribute to where I presently am right now? I disobeyed God somewhere along this journey, and until I acknowledge that, I'll be satisfied right here. Why am I here? What did I do to get here? Is this good teaching this morning? I'm trying to tell you, own your day, man. Why am I here? What I do? Why am I so angry? I can't stand him. Look at me. Do you know how weak you have to be to really stand passionately in the fact you can't stand somebody? And here's what's crazy. You're so messed up in yourself. You befriend poisonous people. You know they talk about people because they talk about them to you. Oh, Kenyatta, that's powerful. All of my answers begin with I, because my response is my responsibility. Why are you so angry? Why so angry? I'm hurt. What hurts? Because sometimes you hurt means your pride is hurt. Your ego is hurt because you're really selfish after all now. Let's be straight now. Anything that don't go your way, you quit. You walk out the door. That's why you're stuck. Okay? Because losers don't believe in teams. Teams come with structure. Team comes with order. And you can't quit the team every time you lose a game. I said, Lord, look at Detroit. Switch up city. Lord, y'all are switch a nigga quick. I'm telling you. You can't keep switching teams because you lost the game. Champions take L's too. And you got to own why you here. You got to own how it happened. Okay? It don't mean that you kicked out the league. You have to regroup. And a part of you regrouping is repenting. Oh. As long as you're blaming them, you hurt yourself. Is this good? Hey, we're praying for Pastor John P. Key. I'm praying for him. I don't even know what's going on with him. I just felt it in my spirit to pray for him. and I heard that he was dealing with some stuff in his body. So we're praying for Pastor John P. Key. Great man of God. I love you. I think that's enough. Hey, everybody throw this in the comments. Own your part. The switch up, nigbots. Just switch up. That's why y'all can't win a championship. Because you don't know how to be loyal to a team. You only want to stick with people when they're winning. And that's why you're conflicted. Own your part. You know the devil. No, it wasn't the devil, dummy. That's why, Adam, I'm going to stop. You know, I can pour this. No, I'm serious. I learned that yesterday, that I really have a problem with public speaking. I didn't realize that until I was in class. I've always had this thing when it comes time to speak in class, I get all nervous and sweaty like I don't ever talk. And then I realized it. I talk for God, so I can get up and talk like this because the Lord is speaking. So it be flowing. He's speaking for me. I didn't realize till yesterday. I talk on it. I don't like speaking for myself. It took me 39 years to realize this about myself. Listen, what do you say? If God is patient with you, be patient with yourself. If it took Jesus 33 years to be ready for what he was called to do, if it took Jesus 33 years to be sure of who he was, if it took Jesus 33 years to sort through the uncertainties within himself, if it took Jesus 33 years, stop thinking you're supposed to have it all figured out at 31, 35. If Jesus needed time, give yourself time. That's what I be saying. What is the rush? Y'all be talking about I'm reading the Bible in a year. For what? I struggle. I have a struggle every day. Give me a scripture every day. That's good. You just made me realize something. Come on, Asia. I love you. No, seriously. I struggle every day. I don't need to read the Bible in an hour. For what? Who am I proving something to? Let the process, let patience have her perfect work. I want to let you know on my way in to Wednesday, I've learned something about myself. I'm a lot like Moses. God done anointed me to preach. And the truth is, I honestly don't like to talk publicly. I just figured it out yesterday. I went to bed last night like, man, I'm Moses. I am Moses in this bad boy. What? Receive me. Because God will always call you to do for him something that you can't do for yourself. I've been preaching it and never really paid attention to the fact that Moses was called to speak and couldn't talk. Why would God call you to do for him what you can't do for yourself? Because maybe that's the only way he can trust you to give him the glory. How do I do that? I know it wasn't me. Everything about me that's worth anything is all because of him, right? So I want you to have a supernatural Wednesday. Father, I thank you this morning for the yes lords in this heart, in these hearts, in these homes, and in this moment. I pray today on this Wednesday morning that you sanctify the day. Put us on high alert for the enemy, not to be reactive, but to have authority over whatever he's planning. I pray over this day that you bless our work day, bless our children at school, bless every educator, bless every employee headed to work. I pray that as they're traveling the freeways and the highways, you keep them safe and covered. And tonight, when we get in for Bible study, I pray that you speak to us yet again, and we'll be careful to give you the praise, the glory, and the honor. In Jesus' name. I need everybody to throw this in the comments. If you're in the middle and in a place that we don't understand, I need you to just throw it in the comments. What's the sum? How do we sum this up? What's the bottom line? It's simple. 2 words. Throw it in the comments. Yes, Lord. Have an incredible Wednesday. Take this journey of discovery. Dig into who you are. You might be surprised to see a person you ain't never met before. I'll see you Friday morning. Well, I'll be online tonight for Bible study. I'll see you Friday morning for 30 minutes or so.
PW Live right now.
3:30.